Men lie like it's a language. She's even itching her head. She's itching her head. She was like, is she okay? And you guys might not find it funny, but it's like, Noli can throw shade here, but in a very nice way. And she doesn't mean to do it.
Thank you. How are you?
This girl's thinking. Don't worry, she's quite shy, but but yeah. A man is dating two ladies at a time, Amanda and Brenda. He told Amanda that's Brenda, but told Brenda she's the only one he's dating. Who does he love the most?
Yeah, I think it's Amanda now.
Get out of here. Get out of here! It's Brenda. It's actually Brenda. Let me tell you why. Hi, guys. I can't do it. Wow, what a moment. What a moment. I finally started a podcast. This is quite spontaneous. Which camera am I looking at? Which camera? This one. This is quite spontaneous, guys. I don't know, I just felt like I have a lot to say, so I want to start a podcast. This is called the Noir Filter Show, if you don't know already. This is where we discuss life experiences, Black UK urban culture, and trending topics, and we do it with no filter. That's the catch. We do it with Noir filter. Yeah, no filter. And my first guest today, my first ever guest, is Noli, my absolute sisters, my best friends. What else can I say? Like they're just everything to me. Yeah, I love it. We love it. We love to see it. But yeah, it's Lulu and Noli. How are you guys?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
This girl's thinking. Don't worry, she's quite shy, but her personality is gonna come out. I'm doing good though. Lulu, how are you?
I'm good. I'm just happy to be here, to be honest.
Okay,
I'm excited to see how this episode is gonna go.
How this episode's gonna go? Okay, cool.
I'm excited, yeah.
Fair enough. Well, let's get started. I just want to ask you guys simple questions like, how are you guys? Like, just literally, like, genuinely, how are you? Because, and at the end of the day, it's called the Noir Filter Show, the No Filter Show. So she's even itching her head. She's itching her head. How are you, babe?
You know what? When it comes to this question, yeah, I personally feel like when people ask that question, what are you supposed to say? Because if I'm fine, what will you do? I'm a uni student. It's expensive. Yeah. Praise God.
Yeah, praise God.
And
praise God.
what are we supposed to say? But aside from that, I honestly feel like God is good. Like,
yeah, it's true.
All the time.
Aside from that, you're good.
I want to add on to what you said. So when we ask the question, how are you? It's like, well, it's automatic to say, yeah, I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm fine.
Good.
In this cost of living. In this cost of living.
Money.
In this life. In this world.
I need money.
It's hard, bro. It's actually really hard. And yeah, I feel like it's automatic, almost automatic. Just be like, oh yeah, I'm good. But in reality, if you're really good, show me some tips. I need tips. Because it's like, yeah, all praise to God. I'm grateful for everything. But it's like, the world is so depressing. The world is really sad. And I feel like, yeah, I all praise to God. I will always say this, but I feel like people need to be more honest. I need to be more like, not saying you guys are not honest. People need to be more like open to not being okay and being able to say, you know what, Junior, I'm not really fine today, and I'm not really like, but like I said, all praise to God, and we're still living, we're still breathing,
Amen.
We're still breathing, like we're still breathing. We're still breathing, but yeah, so how are you, Noli? Lulu said how she is, but you said I'm fine, how are you? But that's literally what I'm talking about. Like, it's automatic. It's almost automatic. Like, I'm fine, how are you? And it's like, how are you actually, Noli? How are you?
I don't know, like...
You don't know?
Life's just lifing.
Life's just
I don't have
lifing.
much to say about it. It's just taking every day as it comes, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Fair enough, bro. She's been PR trained. She's been PR trained. Okay, so guys, what we're gonna do first is we're gonna talk about a couple things, right? With you two specifically, right? So we met in uni, right? We all met in uni. I met Lulu first, and I met this beautiful girl, Noli, second. I want to talk a bit about our uni experience. Like, how was uni treating you? Because we like to say we're okay, but one of the reasons why I like to say we're not okay is because of uni. And Noli, I know you don't go uni, but when I say uni, I mean like this period of your life, like, 18 to 21, we're all 19.
Yeah.
We're all 19 here, so it's like, this age period, like, how is it treating you guys? Like, that's one thing I would like to ask you guys.
I would say my expectation versus reality when I went to uni
Yeah.
was two completely different things.
Exactly.
I thought, like, for me, I was so excited to leave home. I'm excited to move out, live by myself, do everything. I was excited to pretty much just grow up until I started growing up.
Yeah.
Things like toilet paper, a toothbrush, those small like expenses that you were never exposed to as a kid, you start to appreciate those small things.
It's exactly.
Like sometimes even when you're at my house and you're using more than one sheet of
toilet
kitchen
paper.
roll, no,
Even kitchen
roll just to wipe the counter. I can even feel like I'm about to scream. 'Cause I know that costs money. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I hear it.
It costs money.
I hear it.
So I feel like uni, you realize the value of a lot of things that your parents never actually tell you the cost of. Your parents never tell you how much toilet paper is, how much seasoning is, how much these small things are. But when you start living by yourself, that's when you start to put like, okay,
Yeah.
this
It's
is
expensive.
Even the people, I feel like no one fully braces you for the people. That was one thing I was looking forward to as well. Coming to uni, just a new scenery, new people. That's why I moved so far from home. When it came to the people, it was very different.
Right.
I come from Essex. Like, I live in Essex.
Yeah.
But everyone else comes
Lulu's an
from
Essex babe, guys.
different.
Essex babe.
Everyone else comes from different parts of the Midlands or like even London, which I'm not familiar with sometimes. So, like, I don't know. It's just a very different dynamic, but I feel like I adjusted to it well.
Yeah, fair enough.
So,
You did.
Yeah, I'm surviving in this uni place. Thank
Fair enough.
God. But yeah, I'm not like seeing anything too bad about it. How are you feeling, Noli?
Speaking from someone that's in their gap year,
Yeah, she's in gap year, guys.
different, like living alone, cost of living, as she said, you know, things really are very difficult. But I mean, I feel like being in a household and being on your own is two completely different sceneries. Like you're more independent, you're more reliant on yourself. You kind of need to build that mentality and sort of headspace to be like, you know, things are going your way.
110%. Can I just say, guys, Noli is one of the most beautiful, strongest women I have ever encountered in my life. And I say this with no filter. Yeah. No, because honestly, like, I don't know if we're going to talk about it on this episode or maybe a later episode, but what you've been through, you give me strength. And this is the thing about people that go through like a lot, right? We would like to say, oh, God has its stronger soldiers. That's the saying, right?
Yeah, that's the same.
It's like, that's literally the truth. It might be something that makes you feel a bit better, but honestly, it's the truth because people are looking at you and being like, hey, Father God, this one is strong. And seeing you be strong makes me strong. And I just want you to know that, like, I don't know if you're comfortable enough to talk about things you've been through in this specific episode, maybe later down the line. Yeah. But one thing I would like to say to the audience and to you guys is that Noli, you're so beautiful and strong and never change. And I'm so glad you're here. Noli, I was a bit like, ooh, like, I don't know if you want to come. I didn't know. As you can tell, Noli's a bit more quiet, so Lulu's more of the talkative one. But yeah. But I want to go back to what you were saying, Lulu, about Essex, right? She was saying, Lulu's like, what are you talking about? No, but I wanted to go back to what you were saying about Essex, right? You were saying that it took you long to adjust, like it was quite different. But to be very honest with you, when Lulu told me she was from Essex, I was like, sorry? She gives me London, babe, like, so she'd be like, oh, like, what's the Essex accent? Like, what is it?
You're right, babe.
You're right, babe. You're right. What's it that's trended? Something girl.
You're right.
Something girl. You're right. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you don't have that accent, so it's like you saying you had to adjust to like the scenery because Leicester's quite, you know what I'm saying, Londonish.
I would say I'm very adaptable. Like one thing about me is that everyone says I've not got the Essex accent and all of that kind of stuff, which I do understand. I don't personally think I have it myself.
You don't.
I had a lot of friends. Like you see, for me, like black culture and growing up, like when you were young and you see black people, like that's automatically your best friend.
It's true.
You're automatically friends now that you've seen another black person.
It's true.
Especially in Essex, when at this time there were not many that black people.
It's true.
But then, so from there, I started to adapt and started to realize, okay, cool, this is the scene.
Yeah.
Sometimes like we'll go Westfield, Stratford, other places. What's this place? Hyde Park.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Please, that was even rubbish what we were doing.
Hey, Baba.
You know what I mean?
Hey,
Like,
let's not
that's
talk
part of the
about
growing
it.
up experience. Like you doing them silly, jobless things that make absolutely no sense.
It's true. I remember the beginning of uni. I think, Noli, you knew about this a bit late, but I got into like a altercation with a lot of people, and it just made me realize that black people hate gay people. Black people.
I have to disagree.
You just have to disagree. Disagree. Oh yeah, disagree. Oh yeah. Drink a supermod. Guys, Lulu doesn't like
I
supermod.
don't like Supermart.
Lulu, this is literally for
I
decoration.
don't like Supermart.
This is for decoration.
Okay, cool.
Because
See how this bottle is almost done. It's not even me that drank it.
it's me that drank it. Because I'm thirsty. I'm really thirsty.
Junior said by 4 Supermart is gonna be.
No, this is going to be the theme. Every episode, I don't care if you like supermod or not, you're going to drink it because guess what? I'm a Nigerian babe. I'm a Niger. Come on, shape by this. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, sorry? So you're going to drink supermod.
I disagree.
But fair enough.
I don't feel like black people dislike gay people.
True, because you guys don't. So that's me generalizing. But what I mean to say is that as like generally, they have a distaste towards gay people. And I say this because I was in an altercation in maybe like November times, and they like to like facade what happened with like, oh, you're messy junior, you're this junior. But let's be real. If anyone did what I did, they would not get the response that I got. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I feel like me being gay definitely had a part to play. And you guys can disagree, but I just flick my hair and I ignore because we ignore the haters. And joking, no. Obviously, you guys can disagree, but my personal experience, I feel like, you know about the situation, Lulu. It was blown out of proportion. And you guys don't obviously know about it. We can talk about it if you want to. Let us know in the comments. In the next episode, future episodes, we can talk about it a bit more. But basically, long story short, there was an altercation at the beginning of uni. And what I'm trying to say is that altercation only happened where everyone basically, they beat me up. Not beat me up, but... It was like a thing where it was like, we're all against me, we're all against Junior. And I feel like me being gay definitely had a part to play, but you're doing that face, I'm assuming she disagrees. But,
You know what I would say?
yeah.
I would say, you being a black man and gay, yeah, that has a part to play. However, accountability should always be taken.
It's true.
For what I'm saying,
It's true.
no one's just going to be just because you are black and gay.
It's true.
Especially the people that I would say at the time we were surrounded by. There was an accountability issue. However, I feel like it was easier for those that weren't involved to jump on the bandwagon because
You're black and
you
gay.
are black and gay.
Okay.
I wouldn't say the problem was because of that, but I would say it was easier for other people to jump in because as a whole, I would say it's still not as accepted, like socially accepted. So people still feel like, oh, we can still like hop on kind of thing.
Yeah.
When it's not necessary.
It's not
Not a
necessary.
person,
It's
but
not.
just-
No, but I'm over it, guys. I'm cool with like half of the people that were involved in that. It's just one of those things where you have to brush because I don't like to hold hate in my heart. I'm assuming you guys don't like to do that either. It's not healthy. It's not. But one thing I'd like to talk about is friends. How did you handle friends like in this period? And this Lily is a joke, but yeah. How do you handle like friends in this period of life, especially with you, Lulu, for both of us for uni, and you, Noli, in this gap you're taking when you come across certain people? How do you know if they're or how do you know if they're like your day ones, or not day ones, but people that you can actually see, you know, in the long run? Like how do you navigate that for someone watching that wants to go to uni next year or this year even? I want to make good friends. How do I find them? What would you be advised? Noli, I want you to answer that question.
It just depends on like how you present yourself as a person, because what you are is what you're going to attract.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you kind of just need to be sort of wary of the energy that you give out and the energy that people see.
It's true, you know.
Yeah.
That's good advice. Is that the only advice you would give? Or
Yeah, for now, I can't really think of much.
I think for me, I would let you go first, Lily, before I answer.
I would just say you need to pray for wisdom. You need to pray for wisdom before going to uni. One thing that I thank God for is that my parents, my church, they prayed for me before I came to uni.
Sure.
And uni is one of those, like when you're making friends, you have to know yourself, know your own morals, what you stand for. And it's kind of like the people that can't adapt to who you are and what you stand for, because you shouldn't have to what's the word I'm looking for?
Change yourself or like
Yeah, like you shouldn't have to
shape
change
shift.
yourself or adapt.
Yeah.
Get what I mean? Like adapt your own morals to
Adapt
get
to
people
you're saying adapt to someone else's morals or someone else's lifestyle. Does that make sense?
or change your own morals.
Yeah,
That's
for
what I'm
someone
trying
else.
to
Okay,
say.
yeah.
For people to then kind of live it like around you. I personally feel like I've been the way that I am, been the way that I've been raised. So people that didn't like it left. People that can like live with me and like it. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Those that are for you are going to be for you.
Exactly.
Those that are not going to be. I feel like actively like going out your way to look for friends. Sometimes just get on with people. Get what I mean? Like,
that's true.
Honestly, just get on with people and you ride the wave. Sometimes people show you lessons, others don't. They actually stick around and they're good people. But I personally feel like going to this uni place, being yourself and never changing your own morals, because people don't forget. That's one thing I would definitely say. Like, people don't forget, and they would remember you for those small things. Like for example, like when it comes to me, very big on setting my own boundaries, maintaining my own space, ensuring that it's clean always. Those two main things, when you come to my room, you'll never leave a mess and leave.
Yes, true.
Absolutely not.
If I did that, she'll flog me. She'll flog me.
I'll tell you, just to pick it up.
Even if she's asleep, I can't leave that room without cleaning up my mess.
Like, you can't leave that there.
It's true.
I didn't put it there.
Yeah.
For me, so it's like people gel with you because of your morals and what you value.
I hear what you're saying. Now I want to go back to what you were saying about lessons. I feel that's so beautiful what you said. Lessons, like some people you come across can be your lessons. Like, I'm so grateful for meeting fake friends, and it might sound weird, but I'm so grateful because it's like, if I didn't know what a fake friend was, how would I know what a real one is? Does that make sense? I came across these two girls. No, it's not even a joke, but I came across these two girls in my like the beginning of the year, my uni year, and they're beautiful people. I'm cool with them now. But it's like every time, for example, this is just one example of one thing that happened in our friendship. I would say maybe I saw someone maybe like make a homophobic remark or something along those lines. It was like I was fighting for them to believe me. Like, it's like you should never fight for your friends to back you. Like, when you're fighting for your friends to back you, that's when there's an issue. But back then, I never thought like, oh, like they just want, like, you know what I'm saying? I never deeped it. But it's like, looking back at it now, it's like, why was I fighting? Why was I losing my voice trying to let you know that, you know, this guy actually made a homophobic reaction? And I'm not asking.
I think it's about picking your battles, you know.
It's true.
You need to pick your battles. That's one.
In what sense, though?
That's a big piece of advice I'll give people going to uni. Pick your battles. Not every battle is meant for you to fight. Because you know what it is? One thing about uni, people are rash. Yeah? People are excited. They're rash. They're doing the most.
Yeah.
For example, start of the year. How many fights happen start of the year?
It's true.
Unnecessary. It's so unnecessary.
Yeah.
So but my guys will look at me and be like, Lulu, like, why not backing it? I swear this is your guy. Da-da-da-da-da. Listen, I'm not gonna smack someone in their face because I heard da-da-da-da said da-da-da-da.
I'm gonna smack someone in your face.
Like, why should
She's
I
funny.
sleep with a black eye because of like for what
It's
I'm
true.
saying?
It's true.
Like, guys are rash.
Very rash.
Pick your battles. Like,
Yeah.
It's not everything you must respond to.
That's the truth. I feel like even
speak with your mouth. We need to learn how to speak verbally.
exactly. Like, it's not always
People forgot
throw a
that.
punch. I hear it.
Yeah.
But back to what I was saying, it wasn't healthy, the fact that I had to fight. You know, and when I met Lulu, my sister, it looks like we hate each other now, but we actually love each other. When I told her about certain stuff like, you know, this happened, or this guy said this, or this girl said this, she'll just be like, you know what, Junior? She'll give me genuine advice. And I'd rather that than you be like, no, it didn't happen. Why do you think that? Are you the main character? You know what I'm trying to say? It's like, that's when I was like, flipping now, mate. Finally, I've met a good friend. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, those past friends, you know, we're cool now. I wouldn't say we're friends, but we're cool now. And it's like, you know what, like, you do your thing. You know, if you ever need me, I'm here for you. And I'm pretty sure it's vice versa. But I'm talking about friend. Like, friend is a very strong word. We like to throw like this word around, friend, best friend. But no, seriously, this is a serious word, you know, like friend, like someone you can, bro, do you know how, like, serious it is to be vulnerable in front of someone, to pour your heart to someone? That's a real friend. You know what I'm saying? We like to throw this word around, but it's serious. And I feel like Lulu is the first friend I came across in uni. And do you know how I met her? People asking, how do you meet friends? It wasn't planned. It wasn't planned. I didn't go to everyone. They was like, let's be friends, Lulu, baby. Like, I didn't do that.
That is where it comes in, being yourself.
Being yourself.
Because you know what it is? With his situation, yeah, came to a point where everyone's showing me what is going on. Everyone's showing me what's going on. I'm hearing, oh, he did this, he did this, he did this, he did this. But I'm like, why though? And I think it's through me asking that why that actually got us communicating. And I started to realize, hold on, it's never that deep. Like,
It's never serious.
why did it get that far? Kind of thing. And it took us actually communicating with our mouths, as we said, pause. But like, it took us actually speaking, yeah, for us to like see
it's never that deep.
It's not serious. And I feel like that's why I say my sexuality definitely played a part in it. And I think that's why it blew out of proportion. But I just wonder, like, being a viewer, just watching this, like, what are you guys talking about? Guys, if you want to hear the story time, tune in. Subscribe. But honestly, even Noli is so funny because I looked at Noli, I just remember one moment where she was not informed about all of this. She only found out like recently actually. And when she saw one of the people involved, she was like, is she okay? She was like, is she okay? And you guys might not find it funny, but it's like, Noli can throw shade here, but in a very nice way. She doesn't mean to do it. But her asking, is she okay? Like, bro, like, she was really concerned. And that's why even me, I don't even pick offense anymore, because it's like, even when you did what you did, were you even okay, like, in the brain? So it's like,
maybe something not going right.
There's something not going right. So I was like, maybe that's why this all happened, because it's just like, people that like to cause pasta and like drama, I feel like they have something going on in their own life. So I try not to judge too much. And I feel like a lot of people after it happened was like, Junior, when you gonna get your GBG? You need to get your revenge. I was like, nah. I feel like karma one is real. Like,
definitely.
God's gonna do their thing. God's gonna do their thing. But why I didn't really want to respond to anything that happened or like retaliate was because these people, I can go home, I sleep well at nights. I eat well. These people are not eating well. So it's like, I can't really, you know what I'm trying to say? So I just let everything like nature run its course. And I've forgiven everyone. I'm cool with everyone. The only reason why I'm speaking about this now is because I want to just inform you guys, the people going to uni this year, it might be hard. Things happen. It's not all like,
you know,
like just writing your book, doing your study, and like things happen in uni, in your comms, in the street. So just be aware of that, and just, you know, remember that it's not gonna happen your first month where you find your people. You know, stop trying to rush to find your people. You're gonna find your people naturally. Like, don't try and be like, you know what, this is my best friend, this is my best friend, this is my sister. You know what I'm trying to say? Just go with the flow. Go with the flow. And that's my number one advice. And that's what I was going to say. But yeah. To the next topic, guys. To the next topic. Okay. Let me find my notes. Hold on. Girl. I want to talk to you guys about finding your confidence. Because this is a really interesting topic. And it relates to uni as well. It just relates to life in general. Like, going to uni, you need to be like some sort of like you have to have some sort of confidence within yourself, because there's a lot of people that try and like knock you down. There's a lot of people that try to like define who you are, tell you who you are. And it's like, in order to like reject that, you need to have confidence. And regardless of even uni, like, there's people watching this that need jobs. You need to be confident getting a job, you know? There's people that want to start their own things, but they're too scared. Like, finding your confidence. I want to start with you, Noli. How did you find your confidence? Because Noli's quite like confident, but she's like quiet confidence. She's like, I'm that girl, but you don't need to know, kind of thing. Yeah. So I want to ask, like, how did you find your confidence, Noli?
Looked at myself more and just started doing things that I liked more, and just kind of embraced that. And from there, it just kind of evolved into building a character that just reflects me.
Would you say you ever faked it till you made it?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely
Really?
put that facade, because me, I'm quite of a shy person. So it's like, once you
We can tell.
Once you get to know me, then obviously that character comes out. But I definitely had to fake it till I made it. So.
Yeah, fair enough. What about you, Lily?
Lord. When it comes to building confidence, I feel like a lot of people can say a lot of things, but I feel like it's accustomed to your own journey. Mm-hmm. When it comes to building confidence for me, I just thank God for my like support system, like my family, people I'm around. They've always promoted that, always being very confident in your skin and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, when I was young, I had my own insecurities. Like, but in fact, should I even tell you a story? Let me even tell you a story.
Let us.
You know, when I was in primary school, no word of a lie, by the way. I was in primary school, and like my parents, can't lie, bars in it, but like I was the kind of kid like that would wear trousers and the jumper, the shirt and the long sleeve shirt. And them times, like the girls that were popping were the girls in like skirts and summer dresses.
I hear it.
All of that. Yeah. And of course, this was unknown to my parents at this time, because I was too scared to even tell them like I wanted to be one of them girls. But those are like the pretty girls. Yeah. Think of me. In fact, I was there was a black babe that was me, and then there was a girl that was mixed race. That was the nearest that I had to black in my primary school.
Really?
Now, it must have been a thing where like you know, as kids, when you're playing all stupid games like Kiss Chase. And
Yeah. I never did that because,
bro,
I'm
listen,
joking.
let me tell you.
Yeah.
You know that I was not even eligible for the girls' team.
Zombie.
Slapped me on the boys' team, bro.
Hey!
Slapped me on the boys'
Hey!
team. Swear to you, I was not even eligible for the girls' team. One, because I had short hair and I was wearing trousers. That rocked my self-confidence, bro.
Of course.
Rocked my self-confidence.
It's
Of
yeah.
course, with the Kiss Chase, I was never kissing girls, by the way. Please, never get it twisted. It's just a tag.
Don't get it twisted, she
I was
said.
never kissing gal, but feel me, like that can take a big toll. And it's when I got to like maybe like year 9, year 10,
Yeah.
when I started having like my glow up, and I started getting attention from different people, I was like, oh, maybe I look a bit of something. Like maybe you're
Okay, girl.
get me. And then it's through them times there, like I would say between year 9 and year 11, or maybe even first year, sixth form.
Yeah.
That's when I started to actually deep, like, you're a babe, you know? Like, you're actually buying, like, I'm actually a babe. You're very...
And this is secondary
inside
times.
out. Yeah, like maybe end of secondary is when I started to really get into my shoes and be like...
So what is it? Is it you just looking at yourself that made you realize that?
I think it's you being comfortable being yourself, like being weird. Because one thing I realized, I would post like on my Snapchat story whatever I wanted, whether it's me dancing, trolling, I'm doing whatever. I could post whatever, but some people would be like, Lulu, you're posting way too much. But others would be like, I love the content, I love it, it's so entertaining. And that kind of taught me that you're not going to beef everyone. People are going to be like, no, I don't like Lulu because she's this, that, and that. Others are going to be like, Lulu's vibe is mad, like they love me. You know what I mean? So I think it's just about you realizing, be yourself, and that people are going to be accustomed to you and like your vibe from you being yourself. It's not that everyone's going to hate you, but people are going to dislike you.
It's just going to be like...
Yeah, it happens. Like, it's never that serious.
He has bigger lips than me, so I don't like him.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear
So I
it.
feel like confidence pretty much stems from self-love.
Yeah.
You love yourself.
I agree.
Radiate confidence
I
to
agree.
others.
I definitely agree. I feel like with me, confidence, how do I find confidence? It's long, bro. It's a long journey. We're grateful we're here. But finding confidence, like you said, is definitely a journey. I feel like it all comes from self-love. I feel like no one can hand it to you on a silver platter. You have to work for that confidence, child. We're back from my little break. Cool. So the next topic I want to talk about, guys, is I actually want to talk about guys. One of the best experiences this year is going to be one of my best experiences. It's going to be meeting like Lulu's family. And we're laughing because, bro, when I tell you, Noli was there as well. Noli is basically a part of Lulu's family. They're very close. They met before I met Lulu. I love Noli as well. But a lot of people, can I just say, think that African households are very homophobic, and that's not true. When I met Lulu's family, I was very like, it wasn't even me being gay. It's like the way I dress. I'm like, should I cover it up? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? And she was like, Junior, just be yourself. Like, literally be yourself. They don't care. And I was like, get out the room. I said, get out the room, Lulu, because like they don't care. That's South African. Africa is literally in the name. Like, that's, you know what I'm trying to say? And I met them, and I've never received so much love and acceptance in my life, honestly, from even my own family, which is is not great to say, but it's the truth. Like, I just want to talk about that experience, like, because it was so, you guys remember that day, like, bro, if we put up the videos, it's enjoyment. It was enjoyment. This is why I told you guys, I want to marry a South African man. And they told me,
danger is.
They said, Junior, no. And I was like, excuse me, your family's so lit. Like, I want to be around this all the time. I'm going to marry a South African man. And I ended up talking to one.
Like
and
what you like.
I like what I like, but I ended up not liking it anymore. And we can get onto that like in the next episode. But yeah, I want to talk about that experience. Like, how was that, guys? Like, how was that for you? Like, just the whole process of like, it was Lulu's birthday. For more context, it was Lulu's birthday. I went to her house. I was like, oh my god, like I'm looking like a slur. I look like a slur right now. Like, I need to cover it. No, but honestly, yeah. Like, I want you guys to basically tell them what happened and then just walk them through it, because bro, that experience. Don't get me started.
Honestly and truly, when it came to Junior coming to my house, yeah, I could see his reservations, like him being like, oh my gosh, like, do I look okay? Like, oh, your parents gonna do this, they're gonna do this. One thing about my family is that they are very authentic people.
Yeah.
They'll be able to tell. Like, hence why I was telling you, be yourself. I personally feel like we know who you are just by looking at you, my darling.
Yeah.
And you acting like you're someone that you are not would show. And we would all be able to realize that. We would be like, what's wrong with you? Be yourself.
Yeah.
And I personally feel like my family and my morals, like one big saying in our family is strive to do good at all times. You've done no harm to us. So why should we make you feel a certain kind of way? Because what? You like men?
Yeah.
For me, like you've not hurt us.
I don't even think, can I just interrupt you? I don't even think it's the liking men part. I think it's the femme presenting, because there's always men that, you know, are quite masculine, but they like men. I don't think that's the issue, even though that's a big
so
part.
you're more about presenting feminine to them.
Yes. I think that's what I was more nervous about. They're going to know who I sleep with. Like, they're not going to know that. They don't have to know, but I feel like it's more like, I have a wig, I have lashes, like, oh no, I have a crop top. Like, that's what I was more concerned about.
Love people for people.
Yeah, literally.
Never looked like being like, oh my gosh, because they're doing this and this and this, you can't. Nah, like my mum, my dad, they're very transparent people.
Yeah.
They're very loving people, caring. Like, honestly and truly, we just kind of welcomed you into the home because we don't, it's never that deep. And I feel like they've kind of moved with times. That's one thing that I thank God for. My parents, they move with the times. They see things. They don't, I guess, abandon their morals and what their beliefs are.
Yeah.
They do have their own beliefs and their own morals.
Yeah.
However, they will never project that onto someone else and make you feel less than, especially in my home when I've invited you to celebrate a pivotal time for me, my birthday, and make you feel unwanted. Like, I feel like that's out of order. Like,
yes, true.
Like, you feel me? Like, I would be like,
I feel like what even took me by surprise was I was even like, you know what? Like, I feel like I went to our house, we went to the dinner, we celebrated. I think I even slept over. I woke up, I was like, it's time for me to leave. Her mum said to me, you're not going nowhere. Where are you going?
Where are you going?
You're staying in this house. And
you're having a barbecue the next day. So we're like,
and it's literally like, she literally could have been like, yeah, if you need to go, you can go. Like, I'm not gonna, but she literally forced me to stay. And I was just like, wow, like I was actually overwhelmed. I was very overwhelmed. And I felt quite emotional actually, but I didn't want to let it check. I didn't want to like be like, Jay, what are you doing? Like, you're gonna be like, Jay, what are you doing? But I felt really emotional. I was like, damn, like, this is such a beautiful household. And don't get me started on the dances. Like, it's just a genuine love. Like, you guys just have to see it to know what I'm talking about. But it's literally not only like, you know what I'm talking about. Like, even that experience for you, like, I know Noli's parents have definitely took you under their wing and has loved you unconditionally. Like, what do you have to say to that? Like, just the, and we're not talking about firm love. Like, we're not talking about harsh love. We're talking about genuine, real, like, Oyibo love, if not Oyibo love. But this is the thing though, people, I'm telling you, they're traditional African parents. Yes, they have that like obviously they've been in Europe for a long time, they have their Europeans, but don't get it twisted, they're not like, hello there, they're African. So it's like, knowing that how African they are and still receiving that love and acceptance was what got me emotional. So I want to say for you, like, how was that for you, meeting their family, knowing that they're very traditional and African, but they still take you under their wing and they love you like unconditionally and without harsh love? What would you say to that? Like, what do you have to say?
Well, I mean, I've known them for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
They've always been so nurturing and loving. So, I mean, after so many years of not seeing them again has just opened my heart to just feel that love again.
I love Noli. She's treating it like an interview. I love her. She's like, I'm just here. I'm being pretty. You know what I'm trying to say? But no, this is a podcast, babe. Open your heart. There's no filter. Please remove that filter there. But anyways, no, I'm kidding. But honestly, I just wanted to touch on that real quick and just say that Lulu's family, if you haven't met her, get to know, because girl, it was something else, and it really caught me off guard. And I just don't, like, people outside of our culture really don't understand that there's a lot of African families that are okay with gay people. Like, it's actually not that deep and not that serious.
The difference growing up in like a Nigerian household, like, how is that so different for you?
I don't think it was necessarily growing up in a Nigerian household. It was just my household.
Just your household.
Separate.
Period.
Because there's some Nigerian households that are very, they don't care. It's like, they just don't care. I feel like with my household, it's very like traditional, mixed with religious. That's what makes it harder for me to be myself. But it's like, it is what it is, mate. I'm not going to cry about it. I live my life. I still have this 40-inch on my head. Like, come on, not 40-inch anymore because it's shed. But you know, you know what I'm trying to say? But yeah, it's just one of them ones where you just keep your head up and you keep on going. But definitely the difference was you don't have the freedom to be yourself. I'm not going to talk about sexuality. It's yourself, period. You know, if my sister wanted to get a tattoo, it's like, huh? You know what I'm trying to say? It's very, and I know maybe for your household it's the same, but what I'm basically trying to say is that, like, it's not linear to only sexuality or Actually, she did this. It's not only... Oh, fair enough. No, I don't know when she's trying to show me signs or not. But she said... But anyways, what I'm trying to say is it's not only linear to sexuality. It's also tradition is tradition. Like... The girls that know, the ones that know what I'm talking about knows. But it's like... Even going out after 9 p.m. is an issue. Like, even you wanted to grow your hair out is an issue. Like, there's so much different issues in traditional and religious African households, whereas, like, come on, like, it's really okay. It's 2024, like, take a break. Take a breather. Let's all do it together, guys. Like, let's do it together. A breather, yes. Okay, so next topic, but honestly, next topic I want to talk about is... how it all became close. Just a little like story time for the people then. How we all became close. Yeah.
I would say like we've always like been around each other.
We've been around each other. Can we talk about first impressions? Because I thought this was a bitch. Look how
a lot of people say it, and
Noli's face is like.
Where people get that from?
You know what it is? I saw her in the elevator. The first time I ever saw you in real life, I really complimented you on socials. She was like, "Thank you," and I was like,
"That's the thing. I don't recognize these things."
Okay,
like,
fair
I
enough.
can see you in real life, and then like you on socials and real life. That's two different.
It's true.
I'm not gonna put two and two and be.
It's
like,
true.
That's the person that said I was pretty.
Yeah. So carrying on. But I saw you in the elevator. I was like, "Hi, hey, like you're really like pretty, whatever." And she was like, "Thank you." I was just like, "This light skin babe, like, what's your picture?" Like,
this guy called me pretty in the lift, and I think he expected me to run in and out and say thanks because me saying, "Oh, thank you," like.
I mean, like, I don't know.
What could I have done?
It's true, but it was just like, just the energy you were giving. I was like, "I'm better than you, bitch." I was just like, "You better pipe down." You better pipe down. But honestly, I feel like that's why I just don't believe in first impression. Honestly, you are nothing like what I thought you were originally. Like,
see, that's the problem.
I
was never mean in the first place. So for you to even think that I was a mean babe.
Yeah. It's true. You were not mean.
I think it's just down to interpretation.
It's interpretation, literally.
Like, I've never been mean because I even remember that day they said I looked pretty in the lift. And I just remember saying thank you.
Yeah.
If I didn't say nothing, or I was just like,
yeah, it's
I
true.
would get it. But I said thank you. I have manners.
It's the way she said it, guys.
It's the most I can do. Like, it's the most I can do.
But honestly, no, I did get what you're saying. And yeah, I did get what you're saying. What was your first impressions of me?
Do you know what? I didn't really have much to think about. I saw you. And yeah, I was just kind of like, just
another person.
Yeah. And then I think the times I started to get to know you was when I was hearing your name in little squabbles and little things that were going on like around your com.
Yeah. I've never actually heard Lulu's name in no mix up, nothing. She's very good, like she keeps to herself. And
We thank God.
I genuinely didn't know that she was very she's just like, if you just know Lulu, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about no. I'm talking about no. Like you can like, there's a lot of people that, I can't lie, you have a guard. You have a guard for a lot of people, and it's because, who are you?
You need to get to know Noli.
Yeah.
Noli is a beautiful soul inside out. Like,
She's
I just feel
amazing.
like maybe to newer people, she can present herself more, like she can maybe be more to herself.
Yeah.
But knowing Noli, she's a beautiful girl, you know. Like,
And she's a giver.
she exerts good energy.
She gives.
A good time.
Bro, she's shy
like
right now. Let me tell you something.
Noli's like a mommy to the
bro. But she's shy right now because obviously you're a naturally shy person. Yeah, she's naturally shy. She doesn't like speaking that much. But honestly, I brought her on the podcast anyways because I want to, like, even if it's not your sound that they're hearing, at least they see your pretty face. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you can just sit like even 100 views is coming because of your face. It's okay. You don't have to speak. It's okay. Just sit there like, hey, like, you know what I'm trying to say? But honestly, on a serious note, Noli is just so beautiful. Like, she's so like,
she knows how to
everyone,
have a good time.
Everyone needs a Noli, I would say.
Go to the groove.
Like, we all like, rah. We know, like, rah. Well, the loud ones, but Noli's like, no, but don't get it wrong. She might be reserved, but hey, your parties. She's the party girl out of all of us. You know that, right? You would never assume, if you ask you guys right now, who's the party one, you assume either Lulu.
Think it's me.
You or me. Is this one, she'll be doing... Is this the South African dance?
Better.
You know what I'm trying to say? She be doing that. She's a party girl, but honestly, yeah, she's just that was my first impression, and it's remained that way. Like nothing's been like.
What was your first impression of Junior?
Yeah, I want to know.
I don't know. Like, first met you, you were very kind, very sweet. I feel like you already introduced that sort of side to you, so I didn't see you any different. So
okay, fair enough. I thought she's loud, dark, annoying.
I love that side.
Let's remove that. No, let's remove that because no. I thought you were gonna be like, he's loud. He's too over. No, I'm joking there. Honestly, yeah. I feel like, listen, anyone that's nice to me, I'll be nice to you. Come on now, let's be real. Like, you know what I'm trying to say. But honestly, yeah, I think that wraps it up, right? I've done your impression. Have you done me? What was your first impression of each other?
Since we've been together since kids,
That's
there
true.
was no first impression.
Scrap that. Next. No, I'm joking. I actually want to read something out for you guys, right? We're going to do quote of the day, quote of the week, right? I've discussed this briefly with Lulu, but I don't think you've heard this, right? So this is a segment in the podcast where we talk about a certain quote, certain tweet, whatever, just a reading, right? And we do it with no filter. No filter show, no filter. So cool, let's start, right? The quote is not first quote. This is the only quote we're reading now, and it's this. It's a tweet by Addicts Nelson X on Twitter, and it's: a man is dating two ladies at a time, Amanda and Brenda. He told Amanda there's Brenda, but told Brenda she's the only one he's dating. Who does he love the most? Let's see how smart you are about relationships.
I want to get Noli's response first, because you know what I'm going to say.
Yeah, I already know Lulu's answer. We discussed it briefly,
Noli,
but what about you?
He's telling.
So
he's telling Amanda. It's my podcast. You shut up there. I'm joking. No, okay, so Amanda and Brenda, right? Two girls that Amanda's dating. Amanda is told that there's Brenda. So Amanda knows there's another girl, but Brenda is unaware and thinks that she's the only girl. The man has told Brenda that she's the onny girl, but told Amanda there's Brenda. So who does he love the most?
Brenda.
So you think the person that he's told
that there's no one else,
that there's no other, he loves her the most?
I don't know.
What do you think personally? Like what do you think personally?
I mean, for him to have told her about the other girl, I think maybe.
So you think it's Amanda?
Yeah, I think it's Amanda now.
Get out of here. Get out of the room! It's Brenda. It's actually Brenda. Let me tell you why. I would say my reason, you say your reason. She thinks it's Amanda, right? No, you think it's... What do you think?
I was thinking it's the one that he hasn't told.
Amanda?
Brenda's that one.
See, the one that he has told that there's no one else, it's just you.
Yeah.
I personally feel like, and don't even flog me, I'll explain, but I feel like that's the one that he cares about.
Oh, no, actually... Oh, yeah, no, it was Amanda. I'm getting mixed up with the names.
Logic.
You're right.
I'm getting...
You're right.
Yeah, right?
Really? The one that he hasn't told...
The one he has told there's no one else there.
One that knows, one that care, innit? Know what you want.
I'm sure Essex.
Okay.
What I said.
Say this now. You guys can leave the room after I'm talking, by the way. I'm joking. No. But I think it's the one that she's told there's another girl. And I'll tell you why, right? Men lie like it's a language. Men lie like it's second nature, like a second language, right? The fact that he's telling you the truth, I can't lie. Babes. Babies.
It's not love.
Oh.
Okay, it's not, but honesty is love, though. Honesty is love.
No, thing is, what you need to understand, yeah, is that you are dealing with men's logic. Yeah?
Noli, can we just pause you there, Lulu?
I'm not Noli.
No, I mean, I was going to ask Noli something. I said, can we pause you there,
right,
Lulu?
go on.
Noli, can you speak about why you think? Because we've all been rah, 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 but she's the one that's like... So I want you to tell me why you think it's Brenda, the one that he has not told her about the other girl. Why do you think it's Brenda?
I think it's her because, I mean, I don't know, like men nowadays, they will tell you how it is up front. So they wouldn't really hide that, you know. Yeah.
I have to.
I don't know what to say.
I have to. Agree.
So that means you agree with me then.
It's because they don't care.
Lich, like think of it this way, yeah. Okay, what's a good example? See when men kind of, let's say, bend the truth. It's a lie, but they bend the truth.
Okay.
it's always because they're worried about your reaction, how you're going to respond to certain things.
Right.
They will lie to make themselves look better so that you haven't got a chance to react to something that they've done. If a man shows you, by the way, I've got this thing called Amanda. She is, I've got this thing called Brenda. She is there, but, you know, we're here now, so let's do our thing. If he shows you that, best believe he may as well just spit on your shoe and leave. He doesn't care about you. He doesn't care. But the one that he's lying to, and it sounds stupid, but this is men's logic, the one he's lying to, yeah, he's keeping it under the pretense of, okay, cool, he's just used so that you feel special. That means it's an issue within himself that he cannot commit to her properly. Like maybe he wants to commit, but he just can't. But knows that this girl is a good girl, so I wouldn't keep her there. It's more like a selfishness.
Yeah.
A selfishness thing that guys do.
Right.
But he would lie and be like, it's just you because he actually cares about you. But he wouldn't, even if it's not, like, you know, I mean, he wouldn't show you there's other girls if he wants you.
I hear it.
You can't show me there's other babes in the picture.
You, she's spot on to the T.
We know, man. Trust me, I've ran this race. I've ran this race.
I value a woman as well. He's never going to show you anything like that. Love is not honesty from a man. Love is protection. I don't want to hurt your feelings. I don't want to hurt your emotions. I want to know about the woman. I tell that woman about that woman because I don't care about her emotions. I just kiss her clout.
Clout and leave.
And that's from what? A man right there.
Can you include that? Include your voice, by the way.
Man.
Nail on the head. Like, even
This is men's logic.
She's right.
It's men's
The
logic.
little lies, I don't wanna lie.
It's not right,
Handle it.
but
You can't even handle the reaction. Like you want the truth, but you can't handle the truth. So what's the point of me telling you the truth? That's long.
But I feel like it depends on context, though. It's like, it's cool, a man is hiding it from you, right? But like you see, for example, married couples, right? You need to have that transparency in a relationship for it to work. I don't care what anyone says. Like, you can't lie to each other forever. How long is she gonna lie? How long is he gonna lie for that to that girl
that's
for?
the thing. Context is important. Context is important.
Yeah.
Because the context that you've put the situation in terms of the lies that are being told, yeah, is between people that I assume are just dating or doing their thing. Yeah, between Amanda, Brenda, and this guy.
Yeah.
The main thing is, if a man cares about you, he would not show you there's anyone else in the picture besides you, lie or not. But the fact that a man's not even got the energy to lie to you at least, like to show you that at least, babe, you're the only one, because you know men be lying anyway. At least if he's not got energy to be like, you're the only one, if he's showing you straight up, I'm out here, I'm doing my thing. He does not care about Amanda.
But it's not really, okay.
Amanda should run, actually. In fact, both of them should run.
It's
really.
true.
But, you know, he cares about Brenda more. He
Fair
cares
enough.
about Brenda more.
No, I hear it. I feel like we're gonna have to disagree to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to agree to disagree.
English is hard. English is hard. But no, we're gonna have to agree to just say it. We're gonna have to agree to disagree. Yeah, agree to disagree. I genuinely feel like men find it hard to say the truth. So the fact that he's was able to tell you the truth, I personally feel like he loves the girl that he's able to tell the truth to, because for the other girl, when you do find out there's a Brenda, okay, silence. Like, what are you gonna do now? What happens? So, like,
The only reason he's telling you that is, I promise you, because he does not care.
He does.
He doesn't care about your reaction.
Because the question is, who does he care about more?
Like, bro, like if I tell you that, yeah, really and truly, you should be like, yo, fuck that. That shouldn't be happening.
True.
I don't
Word.
care if you leave my life. I don't care about your reaction.
He's giving you opportunity to leave if that's not for you.
Here's the information. Do what you want with it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Right? Do you think my girlfriend, I could not care about the information I'm going to give her? I don't want her to her left, right, all mad and that. So she stays in a little pretty bubble. Done.
Yeah.
hey, pretty bubble.
They would rather you live in your delusion.
In their pretty little bubble.
They would rather you live in your delusion. And I'm going to specify, this is like men and women's logic. Like, get it? It's men's logic.
Yeah.
This is not how it should be. And
It
I say
should
that
be,
it's
it's true.
right. I'm not condoning it,
Yeah.
by the way. But, because lies are not good, guys. Lies are not good.
It's not.
But this is just how men think. This is what makes sense for them. And to an extent, it makes sense. But as a woman, me thinking differently, I understand your point more with telling the truth.
Yeah.
Because, of course, as women,
We would just want that.
we would want you to tell the truth.
I hear it.
But the truth is,
Why
can we
don't
handle
you
it?
switch it and talk from girls' point of view then? So if you're seeing a man, say James, and you're telling James, yo, I fuck my man, and
Yeah.
you're not telling him, yo, I fuck my man, what's it for you?
Fair enough, let's do
That's
it.
the truth. No, that supports my point.
Oh,
Say
really?
it's
The guy
us.
that you want, you're not going to tell him, yo.
Say for
Oh,
example,
that's so
me,
true. I wouldn't tell him. Okay.
You wouldn't tell a guy that you care about.
Oh.
But by the way, I'm doing things with
Guys,
Jamie and
if you
them
haven't
there.
caught on to that, we
See what I
basically flipped it and said for us, if we were seeing two guys and one, if one, okay, fine, I'm gonna have to agree with them then, because I would not personally tell a guy I care about that I'm seeing another guy,
Of course not. Why?
because I care about him more.
Point.
Fair enough. Okay, I guess they
you.
win.
Thank
The
you.
producer and Lulu won, and Noli, you're just like, I don't know.
I'm in the middle.
You're in the middle. I hear it. Like, I actually do hear it being in the
That was a
middle.
good question, though.
It is a very good quote. That's a quote of the day, guys. Okay, next segment. This segment is called Trending Topics. Yeah. I want to do something a little bit different. Normally, this is going to be released probably in August times. I don't know. Don't bet me on that. But I don't want to do a trending topic as in like artists beefing or this happened. You see Ariana Grande, the wig. You know, you should say is I wanna do something serious, and so I'm gonna read this article written by, if I can find it. Hold on, give me a second. It's written by Renee Washington, and it reads this. Earlier this month, the Metropolitan Police confirmed that a body recovered from the River Thames in London last month is believed to be that of missing 19-year-old Samaria Ayano. Please forgive me if I said that wrong. Who is a black woman. According to the Met, the circumstances surrounding her death are being treated as unexplained, pending further inquiries, and formal identification is still pending. So for more context, guys, basically a lot of black women and black men have been found in the River Thames, and basically all the deaths have been ruled as either suicide or unexplained, more unexplained. And it's just sad. This is why in the beginning of the podcast I said, are we really okay? Like seeing this, are we really okay? I'm not really. Reading that, it's scary because that could be any of us, God forbid. It really, really could. And it's like, I want to get your take on that. I want to speak about it because it's like, it's something that it would be discussed on a podcast, but I don't know. I just feel like, forget what I said. I just want to talk about it. Like, I feel like it's quite important.
Would you say that you've seen on the news these kind of things?
Yeah, definitely. Like
You would say so?
You would say that you've seen in the news.
no, not in the news. Like mainly on like social media platforms.
Social media
Twitter,
platforms.
for
Like we
example.
see
people that are
social media as
promoting
news. That's our
literally,
news.
No, like,
but
I'm
we're talking about
talking
professed
mainstream.
BBC.
No, not mainstream.
You don't, and
You
it's
don't
like
see those things.
it's scary. And it's like I want to just like rewind earlier today before we came to the studio and we did this podcast. We were getting the supermarket you see in front of us, right? And it's a very small thing, but it still contributes to this topic, which is basically like, let's be real, the nitty gritty is racism, right? We were getting our supermarkets, right? We were getting our supermarkets, cool. So we get the supermarkets and we put it on the table, and the boss man's like, "How much is it?" We go to where we got it from. We read it, £1.39. We go back, it's £1.39, sir. And he's like, "No, it's not. Are you sure? Are you sure it's one? No. Like you're decreasing the price." We're like, "Okay, we'll go back and check one more time. Like, we're pretty sure we read it right, but it's £1.39." So we go back, £1.39. We've read it properly with my own eyes. We go back. This guy did not believe us.
We picked 3 supermarkets, and I kid you not, it says there on that little sticker, $1.39.
£1.39.
He asked us more than 4 times. It took him calling his family, peers,
And
colleagues,
check the price.
for them to come and check. We even took a picture.
Lulu took her phone,
show him like,
her iPhone, whatever,
this is your price.
and took a picture of the price and had to show him because he thought we were decreasing the
He
price.
wasn't hearing me.
We thought we were trying to steal from him. Like it's just, if we were white women, would that have happened? If it was even a white gay man, would that even have happened? Like it's very unfortunate, and I feel like it's just I don't have time for it. So I took the supermarkets and I walked out that shop, and then I heard someone saying thank you.
To clarify, he did pay for it. He didn't. Just
I did pay for it. I did pay for it. I walk up the shop. I hear someone saying thank you. I said, "Try and grab me by your wig." Like, why are you saying thank you to these people? They've just accused you of.
You know what it is. It's never always on the defense, because you know what it is. It's sad, but when it comes to this whole racism thing, we're damn near used to it. Like honestly, it's not a shock anymore. There's no shock factor. So Of course you don't believe me. All right, cool. Thanks. Have a nice day. Bye. Like I've passed the point of having energy.
I don't have energy either, but let's guess what? I don't have energy to say thank you either.
It was a £1.39 super mall.
It's true. We move, we skedaddle, we skip, we run, we walk.
Come on that topic though, with the bodies of water, because I feel like that's not being spoken enough at all. And it's so suspicious. Like I feel like, you know how many there have been? There've been over like 20.
Yeah,
from I think between either November and now or the start of this year and now. 20 black people found in depths of water with no explanation, no nothing, and it's ruled as unsuspicious. No, like they can't all be killing themselves.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's something that the media are trying to cover up, or there's some kind of serial killer targeting. I don't know what it is, but there's something very suspicious about what's going on. And the fact that it's not making headline news. Why am I seeing on the Shade Bar? Excuse me, this is a murder that I'm reading about. Why is it on the Shade Bar, not BBC? What happened to Sky News?
It's true.
Get what I mean? So the coverage is less on these things, and you need to wonder why.
It's just why. It's just really like you ask the question why, and it's like even before. Let's take this back to this is quite sensitive. Sensitive topic, but even the Jeffrey Dahmer case, like at that time, they weren't showing the gay men of color dying. They weren't doing that. When they died, it was just, this gay man's been murdered. But they didn't know who it was, and it happened for so long to the point where it was like. Finally, they caught, obviously, the perpetrator, which was Jeffrey Dahmer. And we just think now, even there's rumors going around or speculation that this might be like a serial killer. And it's like, if you don't take action now, how many people do we need to lose? How many people do we need to sacrifice for us to actually take action? Yes. And it's really upsetting, and it's not good at all. I just feel like it's just very unfortunate. And what do you guys think now? What do you think needs to happen now for this? For going forward for this whole topic, like what do you think personally needs to happen? Before, I want to hear both of your perspectives. First, you, Noli, please.
I think more publicity would be more advisable for it. But it's like, I feel like people that do bring it up is only short-lived. So it's like, it has that impact for that time, but it kind of fades away. So it's like, I don't know how to really tackle that sort of like situation, because it's like it trends and then it dies out and then it trends and dies out again. So it's like, I don't know what appropriate way we could put to in order for these things to actually catch the attention of these politicians and all these news.
Oh, trust me, they know. They know. My question isn't really what to catch their attention, but what do you think personally needs to happen? Like, what do you think? Because they already know. So what do you think they should do with that information? Which is quite obvious, but let's just say
they're
it.
not doing it. Like, they should be putting it out there.
Right,
and
yeah, I agree.
Of it, but it's like they just brush it under the carpet.
Yeah, I agree. What about you, Lulu?
I personally think it's not even just a case of what should they do, but I feel like as a black community, we need to promote it more, because there's so many of us.
But just turning a blind eye,
It's come to a point where like England is not even like a white-based country anymore. Like predominantly white. There's so many different kinds of people here. So I personally feel like.
Do you mean white and straight? Because to be fair, it is predominantly white. But I get what you mean though. It's not like the stereotypical. Yeah,
but I'm not talking about like sexuality right now. I'm just talking about just like
race,
ethnicity.
Yeah, bro. Race. Do you know how much? Do you know the percentage?
White people. I mean, black people. Sorry.
Huh?
England is no longer a white-dominated country.
Do you think?
England
is
it's so diverse.
It is diverse, but I'm pretty sure
it is not a white-dominated country no more.
If I search this stuff and I shame you now, you have to leave the podcast.
England is not a white-dominated country no more. It's not. There's so many of us, and I think us as a community, we have a voice now and a leg to stand on. Say it was still like white predominant, fair enough. It's a bit tight, but since it's not a white-dominated country no longer, us as black people showing an uproar, like a rage to the fact that these things are happening, and no one's doing nothing about it. It takes us actually taking action.
It says white people are the current and historical majority of the United Kingdom. Let me tell you something.
England.
White people are the United Kingdom.
England.
What's the difference?
Wrap it up.
What's the difference? Is England in the United Kingdom? Oh, England. Okay. Wait, hold on.
Northern Ireland, Wales.
Am I right?
No, Scotland.
Who's right?
UK, babe.
What percentage of the UK is white? Are we asking?
England.
What percentage of England is white? Hold on.
Oh, babe.
Must have bib. Is the Essex coming out?
He
Must have
said,
babe.
what's the difference between you and England?
My geographical heart just broke.
Babe, okay, at least I'm pretty, okay? At least I'm pretty. Okay, what percentage of England?
The point still stands though, Junior. I'm telling you, it's not predominantly white anymore.
Over the years.
82%. Guys, come
That
on.
is a lie.
This is what it's telling me, guys.
England is not 82% white.
Well, then
I promise you.
in England and Wales. So England is 82% and Wales is also 82%. And 18% of us are black and Asian and other ethnic groups.
That's a lie.
Honestly, I haven't updated it. But I know, in fact, doing sociology, we will never, ever, ever. This is quite a deep topic.
Actually, no.
Hey.
Time out. Let me get this up because
Oh my
you're not gonna do me like that. You're not gonna do me like that. I promise you, England is so diverse, and I studied this.
It's just like
It's common sense.
Even common knowledge. I studied it in what?
I do
That was
sociology,
my-
guys. Don't play with me.
So did I. Please.
England is not. We wish for that. If you're talking about London, Leicester has more Asian people than white people.
Bradford, Birmingham, Nottingham, everywhere.
Yeah, but guys, we're talking about history here. History. Do you know what's going on in history? Like slavery and all that. Like, sorry, they were killing our people. Like, sorry, our people were like washed out the face of the earth. Like, honey, I promise you, more white. Yes, it's getting more diverse, 110%, but it's definitely more white people than Asian black people in this country. And yeah, that's just in England. That's the truth. But if we're talking about Leicester, London,
England.
huh?
I'm telling you, it is not.
It's not. Trust me. England has how many things in
I
it?
need to find the article, huh?
We'll find it after.
Talking to me about religion, but
Yeah, it's doing.
I'm trying to make that. Cool, we can cut that rambling bit out. But
I want to ramble
nevertheless,
that out. I'm joking though.
as a community, we can use our voices to actually express like this is not calm.
Yeah.
It's not just their priority to say we see this is not right, but brush kind of thing. Us like we need to show guys like this is not cool. By
Yeah.
the way, like we're not happy with this, but we don't do nothing. Can't,
Yeah,
and it's,
we're very
and it's,
bold,
and it's
aren't
the
we?
truth. We don't even take time to like sign petitions. I'm not gonna lie to you.
We don't.
Sometimes you can see a petition, you just scroll past it because it's just long. But that's part of the problem. We are still part of the problem. We're not showing people that it's actually not cool. We shouldn't have to. But what are we doing to change that?
Yeah,
Nothing.
exactly. We
So
have
expect
to.
change to happen.
So I feel a lot of people think that, oh my God, like racism is always going to be like this. It's always going to be like this. Like we can't do anything. And a lot of people like to like take it as a joke. I remember I was watching someone's story. I can't remember who it was, but they're basically like, if I ever go through something again, just tell people to drop me in that river that they're dropping the black people in. And it was just like, cool. You don't have to sign petitions and you don't have to like promote whatever. But making a joke out of it is not going to help. Because
Then what should they do if not that?
if make a joke out of it.
No, if not signing petitions or doing that stuff.
No,
what
I'm
should they do?
saying you don't have to do that. Okay, obviously, I would say do it. But if you're not going to do that, my point is don't make a joke out of it. Is what I'm trying to say. Because a lot of guys are doing that. Those guys be like, you know what I'm trying to say? And it's like, you want to disagree. Sorry, don't make a joke out of it. That's my point.
We say we shouldn't make a joke out of it, but then you know what? And this is me just playing devil's advocate. When it comes to the N-word, what are we gonna say about that? Because we can be like, yo, man.
But make a joke out of it?
But it is not even a thing. Like we're not treating it with utmost seriousness the same way that it was before. Feel me? Like we can easily say that so easily, just in simple conversation. I'm gonna own up. I do the same thing. But when it comes to not joking about it, kind of as black people in the black community, we joke about things that we should not joke about.
It's true.
Is it a trauma response or is it really us joking? That's the real question. Is it us joking or is it a trauma response? Because nothing's funny, but, you know, we just kind of own it, I guess. We just kind of make it into something that...
That's a conversation that we could definitely have. But I feel like I still like stand by my point in terms of, with this whole N-word thing, right? 100 years ago? 200 years ago? 300 years ago? Like, it's been happening. But I'm saying for something that's so current and so fresh and so raw.
So maybe 200, 300 years time, it's fine if they joke then.
True.
It's hard.
It's true.
It's hard.
It's one of those ones where it isn't as black and white as people like to make it seem.
It's each to their own, innit? But
Yeah, but-
if you're not doing anything to help it, I guess just try not to make it worse.
I think that's what I'm trying to say,
Try not to
really.
make it worse.
Because people could be reading that and being like, yeah, you see it as a joke, which is absolutely fine, but people could be reading that being like, that was my sister. Why are you joking about my sister?
Yeah.
That, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, people can't really be like, oh, my ancestors died. Why are you saying that? You know what I'm trying to say? But if it's now, so that could be that could be someone's brother, someone's sister, and you're on your Snapchat stories joking about it, being like, drop me in the same river that they died in. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So
That's insensitive.
that's very insensitive. So it was like, that's my only point. But anyways, guys, we're gonna wrap that segment up. That was the trending topic of the week. Well, by the time this releases, this will still be, hopefully people will still be talking about it because it definitely needs to be talked about. Guys, I really enjoyed this. This was a good conversation. I thought that's a good way to end it as well. To talk about something that needs to be talked about. Yeah. So, yeah, that's the podcast. Yeah, our first episode. Yeah. No, but honestly, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe, comment, share, tell a friend to tell a friend, and tune in next time for the Noir Filter Show, where we discuss all topics with no filter. Period. Breathe. Why? Are you not breathing?
No, it's getting warm. No, seriously, everything I said on camera is the truth. I'm
Okay,
not
fair.
lying to you.
Nah, no, obviously, you're not lying.
It's just the fact that cameras in your face. People are really watching me.
Can we add this to the end and make it like a bloopers thing? Okay, fair enough.
Just bear with me.
Oh my God. Lily's too funny.
She said, time out.